Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today's video is part of a collaboration hop between Kat Scrappiness and Not Too Shabby, and it's all about coffee. So anyway, I need more coffee right now, but I'm not going to drink anymore because it's already 6:30 at night. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start working on a couple of cards using this fun kit. Look at all the fun ephemera, including a bunch of real fun sentiments. Caffeine before chaos. Insert coffee to begin. All you need is love and coffee. Love all this. And then we've got the stamp set from Kat Scrappiness, which I love this. This is so cool, and it is really, really big. Anyway, I'm going to be playing with all of these things, including a couple of paper packs. So we've got all the fun coffee goodness, and I do like the different variations of color too. So this one is kind of regular standard patterns that would act kind of as your solid, and then we've got these that have got such fun designs. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I think first thing I'm going to do is stamp. I think that's what I'm going to do first, is do some stamping with this, and then we can start putting together a couple of cards. So like I said, that is a really big design for that coffee mug. So I'm going to go ahead and just stamp those out, that and the steam coming off of the cup, with some Simon Hurley Weeping Willow brown ink. So I'm going to try to stay away from the blacks, I think, this time around. And we're just going to go with brown as the edges of everything. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. Okay, so that looks good. Let's also, there's a couple of other stamps here that I think are kind of neat. So it basically makes it so you can add a design to your mug. And I think I'm going to go with the flowers there. So since this is a flower in leaves, I'm stamping it out with some green. Actually, I'm going to do just the leaves in the green, and I'm going to try to do the bud, the flower, with something else. So I'm wiping off that ink. It kind of sort of worked like I was wanting to. So let's see if I can put a little bit more down on just the leaves. I can just do that one first. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to flip this around so I can see it better and try to get this side. Looks like I went a little bit over the flower, so I'm going to try taking that off. Okay, and then we're going to stamp it down and see how that did. Pretty close, pretty close. I do need a little bit more green ink. Right. I have too much stuff on my desk and I'm dropping it on the floor. Anyway, I need a little bit more green ink for that one. There we go. That is doing better. I haven't tried doing this before, guys. I'm actually adding the ink, looking through the lid, so I know where I'm getting the ink down. And it's working better for me to get it lined up where I want it. So I'm trying what I just did and see if I can get the ink right where I want it, just on the flower. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It is a little fussy, but I think it's going to work out great. Pretty good. I mean, you could also use a finger dauber for this, but I have so much stuff on my desk right now, I am going to just do it like this instead. And the reason for that is so I don't take out more stuff to put on my desk. Okay, I'm going to say that that looks pretty good. Next, I need to add the, oh yes, I need to add the coffee in the center. That is going to be nice. Okay, so I'm using cookie dough ink from Simon Hurley for the actual coffee. Mostly because I want to start off light and then work my way darker if I decide I need to. Oh, but this is going to be perfect, I think. Okay, I need a couple more layers, but can you see that? It looks like there's a fun design on the coffee. And I always drink mine with plenty of creamer anyway, so... Oops, it looks like there was a little something there. Looks like actually a piece of felt from my ink pad. That's okay, that's okay. Okay, this is also a little bit wet this time, so it's going to be a little bit watercolory, but isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, and I am so shocked that I actually got it completely lined up correctly. I love it when stamps do that. So that is gorgeous. Now I just need to color my mug. Actually, I decided to go ahead and stamp another one. So got one card's going to be vertical and the other one is going to be horizontal, and they're both basically the same. I do have a different design on the front, and I'm going to decorate the cards a little bit different. First, let's take some Simon Hurley's, this one is Later Gator. Yeah, some Later Gator, and that's what I've already got on here. So we're going to do just kind of a little watercolor coloring on here. Just quick and easy, simple coloring going along with the colors that I already stamped. Oh, these are so lovely. Do want to add a little bit of color though for the cups, because I don't want everything to be just stark white. And I think I'm going to also add, let's use the cookie dough to start, but I'm going to add a little bit of a countertop to each of these. So now I'm going to bring in some Remember Me. I really, really, really love this color blue. It's one of my favorites. And again, I'm just going to bring in a little bit of water to thin it out a little bit. And there we go. That one is all done. And now I'm kind of thinking I need to add some blue to this one too. So let's go ahead and start putting these guys together. I'm going with this lovely coffee, yeah, a coffee background. This one is going to be kind of the matting layer. So it's kind of a busy matting layer to go around our mostly white panel. And I decided to go with full A2 size. So this panel is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And the reason I did that is I didn't want to cut down too much of this, but I wanted some of that to show. So we've got that. And I think I'm gonna, I could do this as a flat card, or I could pop stuff up. I think I'm actually going to, believe it or not, have this part be flat. Oh, that is lovely. Love, love, love it. But I do have to have some foam. So I'm going to pop up this sentiment that says, all you need is love and coffee. I'm going to pop that up on some thin foam tape. So it's not going to be a lot of foam, but it's going to be some foam. Because, yeah, I need my foam. Foam is life. And then I'm going to put this under an acrylic block. and add a little bit more glue. Reason being, this is already lifting, and that's because I got it wet. If I hadn't put as much water on it, it probably wouldn't do that. Actually, I'm going to put it under my acrylic block first and let that have a chance to dry well before I add the foam, because it'll be easier to put it down. It'll be able to stay flat easier without that additional foam. So we're going to just put that off to the side, and you can imagine the little sentiment sitting there. So now we're going to do this one, and it's kind of the same deal. It's where I've got a fun, busy background, and then I'm going to have my main panel on there. But again, this one is also a little warped because of that water. So, okay, do I want to go with the leaves or the coffee cups? I think I'm going to go with the leaves. And again, I went full A2 instead of what I normally do, which is have that little white border all the way around. I decided to go this route this time. And we've got plenty of white on the front of the card already. So now we can add our foam. Add our little sentiment and just have it kind of popped up and like that. There we go. And then we've got these cute little gems that Jamie sent us. So I'm going to add some of these to the front too. They're perfect coffee colors. Okay, so I am going to leave that one as is. I think that turned out pretty cute. And the other one should be dry enough now for us to go ahead and finish it up. And this one we're going to have straight on that back wall. There we go. And let's add a couple of gems to this one too. So that card is all done. I did decide that I was going to do something inspired by Lynn. Lynn has been fantastic, and I've been watching some of her videos as much as I can. I've been so busy. But on one of her, she had a card sketch that she did recently where she had a bunch of little squares cut out. And I honestly don't do that much, but I'm going to do it this time. So this is the scrap from those other panels that we just used on the other part. And I'm going to add those to the front of a card base. And we're just going to pop them up on some foam because I love foam. And I'm going to use my grid to kind of tell me where the middle is. So hopefully I'll be about right. And then maybe instead of I like the caffeine before chaos, but I think it might still get a little bit lost in there. Could go with insert coffee to begin. That I think would be kind of cool. So since this is thin foam tape, I'm going to pop it up on some more foam. And there we go, a third card. So we've got 3 fun cop. Actually, this one needs to have some bling too. And that's going to finish up that card. So let's take another quick look. We've got this one with all of the ephemera and the pattern paper. And I'm going to have to do this again with the pattern paper. I do like that, and I love having everything popped up. And then these two where I did the stamping and coloring and Yes, it's so yummy. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Be sure to check out the other videos in this hop because there's going to be lots of inspiration for you to see. Plus, you have 2 chances to win because Not Too Shabby and Kat Scrappy are each giving away $20 gift certificates to their shop. So be sure to comment and like and all the things and check out the raffle copter down in my description. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you soon and bye guys.